system, it is assumed, is given, that before the bill comes to this stage, you must have done your research, and then get yourself acquainted with all that is contained therein, including the principal act. So at this point, going by the procedure, we are constrained to stop the processing of this bill at this stage. It's good that the Chief Whip please liaise with Senator Adam Oshomole so that he can avail himself with all these facts henceforth. Yes, please.
The Senate and the plenary session on Tuesday, 7th October, considered the request from the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federation for the confirmation of the renomination of Malam Abubakar Sadiq Yalwa for the second 4-year term as Managing Director of National Hydroelectric Power Producing Areas Development Commission, NHYPADEC, pursuant to Section 93(1) of the Electricity Act 2023 as amended, which states as follows: there shall be a Managing Director for NHYPADEC who shall be appointed by the President subject to the confirmation by the Senate. Pursuant to Order 39-2 of the Senate Standing Orders, Mr. President's request was referred to the committee on Wednesday, 8 October 2025 for further legislative action. For brevity, Mr. President, let me go direct to the findings. Findings. The committee findings ascertain that the nominee is qualified to hold the position ascribed to him on the Governing Council of the National Hydroelectric Power Producing Area Development Commission, pursuant to Section 93 of the Electricity Act 2023 as amended. 2, that the nominee is well qualified and have the relevant experience to be reappointed as Managing Director of the National Hydroelectric Power Producing Area Development Commission. 3, that the nominee was articulate in his responses to questions raised during the screening exercise. 4, that security checks did not reveal any negative information against the nominee. Committee resolution. Having considered the nominee's curriculum vitae and other relevant documents, in addition to the exhaustive interaction and deliberations, members of the committee unanimously agreed and alluded to the experience, exposure, performance, qualifications, competence, and integrity of the nominee as required by Section 93(1) of the Electricity Act as amended, and found him suitable for confirmation as Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of NHYPADEC. Recommendation. Having carefully screened and thoroughly determined the nominee's credentials, and being satisfied with his responses, the Senate Committee on Power hereby recommends that the Senate do confirm the renomination of Malam Abubakar Sadiq Yalwa as Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of NHYPADEC for a second and final 4-year term. Prayer. That the Senate do consider the report of the committee and approve its recommendations. I so move.
Ashiru, a member of the committee. In fact, I am deputy to Abaribe. And we did a very beautiful job. This man is well known to us. He's been there for the past 4 years. And he had incredibly performed. For the sake of continuity, so that we will have more gain, those states that are covered by IPADEC, we find him extremely useful. And I will appeal to the President of Senate to quickly adopt this report so that the man can settle down to continue the good job he has been doing. I so support, Mr. President.
Well, this is not a contribution, it's an addendum to the report of the chairman. Since you are a member of the committee, it's an addition to the report. So let me call.
The first term, he did exactly what Senator Adamu Aleru said. Indeed, he was a commissioner under Senator Adamu Aleru, and he was his chief of staff when he was Minister of FCT. So he's in a very good position to commend him. And Mr. President, on a lighter note, he's a very committed member of your party in Kebbi State. But he's my friend. I therefore recommend him highly because I believe in his competence and his capabilities to deliver on the job. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You know, when we tell you that Mr. President is doing very well.
Aliu Eric Oshomole, a friend of Senator Tanbuwal, on the other side. Sir, I just thought, knowing the former speaker, now distinguished senator, former governor, that he's always economical with words when it comes to praising. By his own admission, just like you said, sir, about the fact that we have a president who doesn't even care whether someone is a friend of somebody in the opposition. But if you are competent and responsible and you have seasoned experience, party affiliation is not a consideration. Even if you are close, very close.
Point of order, Senator Abaribe. You have the floor. No. Senator Oshomole, you can sit down. Once somebody raises point of order, the chair.
My order is that, let me get it now, the order. Senator Oshomole is not well dressed, and therefore
they're asking
should
for
not
what
be
order?
left to speak.
Order what?
55, I think, yes.
Order what? 85 section what? 85.
One second
Mr.
remaining.
President.
5513. 5513, okay, go ahead. Something like that, I therefore rule you out of order.
We need leaders who will see beyond the narrow confines of their political party when they are in search for who can get the job done. As our president has always said, he said, that can do spirit. You can find it across the 36 states and FCT. And I'm happy that former speaker, former governor, now distinguished senator, agreed with these rare qualities of a leader, and therefore might even decide to reconsider why he should remain where he is, knowing that that is not where the future belongs. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Adam.
To meet with us. Senator Tanbuwal cannot be an issue in this Senate. Whether he's attending meeting of ADC, whether it's ADC or PDP or ABGA, it's not important. The only thing that will be important is if he becomes a member of APC. Outside that, we should ignore him. Yes. I did not. What did you discover? Well, thank God you just commended APC now for for working very well in IPADEC for Nigeria. So thank you for the recommendation and commending the president for recognizing that APC member is working very well in IPADEC. Thank you. So, distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Malam Abubakar Sadiq Yelwa for a second 4-year term as Managing Director, CEO of the National Hydroelectric Power Producing Areas Development Commission of Nigeria? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Accordingly, the nomination of Malam Abubakar Sadiq Yelwa for a second 4-year term as Managing Director, CEO of the National Hydroelectric Power Producing Areas Development Commission is hereby approved.